Hey everyone, it's Thursday evening and I'm going to do a web video for you here to kind of supplement what you may have seen on TV at 6 o'clock and also supplement what I've been posting on social media and also Weather for Weather Geeks, my more technical weather video that I did earlier on this afternoon. This will be less technical than that video, but certainly more in-depth than I have the ability to get into on TV with only 3 minutes. So I'll try not to make this too long. Let's get right to it. The radar pretty quiet across the region this evening. We had some flurries and snow showers earlier, and you can still encounter a few stray snowflakes this evening, but not anticipating really any problems on the roads for the rest of the night tonight. So we have that going for us. What we don't have going for us is, of course, the temperatures, which continue to fall. Look how cold this map looks. I don't even have to throw up the numbers, and it just looks cold. Let's go ahead and throw up those numbers, though, and then I'll zoom in on our local area. And, yeah, we're down in the single digits already. 5 in Youngstown at 10 till 8, 6 in Akron, 7 in Cleveland, 8 in Pittsburgh. And it's even colder up across Canada, of course, and into the upper Midwest. This cold air is here to stay. This is the first of 2 waves of cold that will be coming our way. The second wave even stronger. Now, wind chills here this evening are generally between 10 and 15 below, and this is where the wind chills will be most of the night tonight. Notice the numbers don't move much throughout the night, so as you get up Friday morning, the temperature will be colder than it is now, but it won't be as breezy, so it'll kind of be a wash. The wind chill about the same as it is this evening. Not real fun to be outside, that is for sure. As we look at Futurecast over the next few days, Friday is going to be a quiet day. Going to be cold with a mix of sun and clouds. We'll stay dry through Friday evening then. Here's Saturday, and as we go towards midday, this is when things are likely to go downhill pretty quickly. This cold front's coming through, and with it, some snow showers, and there could be some blinding snow squalls in this, where the visibility suddenly drops. You might even, go from seeing a peak or two of sun 1 minute, and then the next minute you're in a blinding snow squall. And with the threat for these squalls, the possibility of some rapid snow accumulations is there. You know, you might get snowfall rates of 1 inch an hour in some of these squalls. And that's why we've ramped up our snow accumulations for Saturday. The other thing we'll be contending with is, of course, the wind. Notice the isobars are packed very close together here. And wind gusts are going to be pretty nasty, causing a lot of blowing snow. You might get into a period Saturday afternoon and evening where it's not actually snowing. Snow is not falling from the sky, but visibility is reduced and road conditions are tough in spots because of blowing snow, especially out in open areas, out across the countryside. The snow can blow back over the road and cause more problems. Well, speaking of wind gusts, it's already going to be windy Saturday morning. These are the projected wind gusts before sunrise Saturday, up in the 30-mile-per-hour range locally, even higher off to our west. So we get into the afternoon, consistent wind gusts, 35, 40 miles per hour, a good bet. So it's just going to be just brutal to be outside in some of these squalls with this kind of wind, and not much is going to improve as we head towards evening. 35 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts still well into the evening, and you know that's going to create some pretty brutal wind chills with temperatures plummeting, just dropping like a rock at the end of Saturday and into Saturday night. Saturday night, I should say, and into Sunday morning, the circled area here, that's where we will be as far as wind chills. We will be, in the 20 to perhaps even 30 degrees below zero range. Frostbite can occur in, 15 to 30 minutes, and that's sort of an environment. Wind gusts still Sunday morning could be around 20 miles per hour with the actual air temperature around 5 below. So this cold is nothing to take lightly. We see this usually a couple of times a winter. We had a few days like this last winter. We had some winters where we don't have days like this, but last winter and certainly this year, things have changed a little bit. And speaking of changes, we've bumped up our snow forecast for Saturday. Here are the expectations. I expect that most areas will get at least 2 inches worth of snow. Most locations in our viewing area will see 4 to upwards of 4.5 or 5. There will be some isolated totals that eclipse that. A few spots can pick up 5.5, 6 inches. It'll all depend on exactly where the squalls are. But for most of the WFMJ viewing area, I think we're going to fall around 4 to maybe up to 5. And maybe there's a few spots that get a little less than that, but 4 to 5 is a pretty good estimate for Saturday and Saturday evening. So road conditions are going to be tough. The first areas to see the squalls will be northern areas, so the heavier squalls get into the I-80 corridor before they get down to 224, but all the way down to Route 30, expect some squalls by midday and early afternoon. If you need to do some traveling on Saturday, I would recommend doing it locally first thing in the morning, or towards evening if you can, but midday, early afternoon is going to be pretty tough across the region with these squalls and very, very gusty winds. Here's the 7-day forecast. The numbers here, no fun at all. The actual high on Sunday, 2 degrees. That would make it the coldest February day for a high temperature on record in Youngstown. This low temperature of 10 below Sunday night, that is for the populated areas. I would not be shocked at all if a few nooks and crannies had thermometers reading, whoops, that's not what I wanted. If a few nooks and crannies had thermometers reading, can I get out of this? There we go. Maybe 18, 20 below Monday morning at daybreak. Again, that's way out in the countryside. If you live in the greater Youngstown area, the greater Warren area, more populated areas, I think you're closer to 10 below. Whatever it is, it's really cold. Frozen pipes concern, car batteries not starting, that sort of thing is a concern as well. Real quickly, a lot of you have heard from other sources or have heard some rumors about a big storm middle of next week. We've got 30 to 40% chance of snow in our forecast Tuesday and Wednesday. Someone in the eastern and southeastern U.S. is going to get a pretty significant winter storm, but it might not be us. We just don't know the answer to that just yet. Anybody professing to know the answer to that is, being a little bit arrogant, frankly speaking. We just don't know the details on that midweek storm yet. It could be no big deal, could be a big deal, could be somewhere in between. We'll be certainly fine-tuning that forecast by the weekend. All right, speaking of fine-tuning, I'll be fine-tuning my forecast that I'll present on TV tonight at 11 over the next few hours. I look forward to seeing you on the news tonight, and Facebook and Twitter updates throughout the evening, into tomorrow morning, into Friday night, right into the weekend as well. I will see you then.